YouTube. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Raging Loop. Very excited for this one because last time we did our first action as a snake and chose Mamia as our target. I think it was a pretty good choice. I'm glad they gave it to us because that was one of the targets I really wanted to investigate first night. And we'll see how it goes. I mean, they kind of hyped it up that something crazy happened this night. I'm gonna make my predictions. I still think Yasunada is probably the first night kill for the werewolves, and I do think just from the interactions that perhaps someone died from the corruption. Last episode we did save Yoshitsuru, probably, from going out that night, so it's not gonna be him at least. But yeah, they didn't tell us if Mamiya was a villager or not, right? Unless it says so in the key. Is this cheating? Yo! She is a wolf. I knew it looked a little sinister. God, I'm so good at my reads. It's actually crazy. Okay, so Mamiya is confirmed wolf. I thought she might be, just as like it was like an eerie reveal sound. And again, my reasoning was she either lied about not checking her belly and she could be a wolf, or she literally just didn't check her belly, and like even though she acted very villager the first night, if she was a wolf, then then I mean, it's like the ultimate camouflage. Oh, dude, I'm so good at this game. I don't want to retroactively think that the other two are innocent. I think Nosato's a little more sus than Takumi, but for now we'll take Mamiya being the wolf. Oh my god. The Reed Master. I'm crazy. But how do we play now? Oh, no one died. Wait, that's crazy. Spider popped off too. Wait, this is GG. Maybe this, I mean, I assume there's another loop, but maybe we can have a perfect game. Spider popped off, we can lynch Mamiya today. Sadly, she's a cool girl, but you gotta play by the rules. Then I mean, we still have two more to kill, so it's not be hard to do a perfect game, but Spider popped off. Maybe she or he protected, what's his face? Yasunada. Apparently it's Mako on Spider. If Haraki's theory is true, which would go crazy, as Mako being god tier Spider. I mean, if she is, she's already a better Spider than last time, technically, since she's more successful. That's still Mako. Now I want her to be the Spider because it would be really funny if she's actually performing. But like, can it really be Mako then? Can Mako really be making the plays? Because I assume that Mako would probably just protect Rikako. Unless she got coaching from Rikako, then I guess that changes things. Yep. Oh my god, this is looking good though. I mean, I'd love to get a perfect ending on our first, like, real attempt. I guess, technically, Aiden, you died to the police interrogation. It was scripted. I couldn't stop it, alright? No one died last night. Do we reveal that Mami is a werewolf right away, though? That's a huge question, and reveal ourselves as Snake. Since the spider's probably competent, whoever it is, they'll protect us so we get another investigation, at least. But I think they claim that the spider can spam protect. I don't think there's like a cooldown between the people you can choose, so it could be a good relationship. We just have to, make sure the spider doesn't get revealed, and we can clean up nicely. God, I can't believe Mamiya was werewolf. I didn't even realize last time, but like when they showed it, it was like deep red, so I was like, oh, maybe she is a werewolf. Holy. The people in the dining hall, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to know that, because it's like, oh, she's what I expected her to be, or Haruaki said that, or something. The people in the dining hall were far more cheerful than yesterday morning. Unless all the werewolves just don't want to kill the villagers. But I'm pretty sure that just gaining the role makes them want to play werewolf, right? It was obvious why not one of their neighbors had died. The betrayal they've been warned about ended up not happening at all. Some were probably even beginning to hope that the traitors, the wolves, didn't exist at all. Nah. Nah, this is some spider action, brother. Plus, I think the werewolves would just die from corruption if they didn't act, right? Tatami-san, who put the unity of Yasumizu above all else, was especially cheerful. Yasunari made a vague smile. It seemed like he was afraid to kill the good vibes here. Kanzoshi, however, was probably just holding back from doing that. Dude, the werewolves are probably so pissed that they failed. That they don't plot. I'd be mad. Kiyonosuke looked like he was on the verge of killing the mood with some of his pessimism. I thought that's a Persimian for some reason. I didn't know what that meant. I want to see Mamiya though. How's she acting? Ritato? Glad that she's alive after all the death flights she had last night. However, he held his tongue, probably out of consideration for Tai-san and Rikato-san, who were crying in relief. You still mad about last night? That was a little awkward. Yoshitsuru-kun, who was washing the dishes with me, called out to me with a stern voice. They don't realize that because they're not gamers, man. I can't believe our first... Dude, I don't know if you guys ever played Mafia or any of these deduction games, but when you're the sheriff and your first read ever is getting a Mafia/werewolf right away feels so good. Oh man. My day is saved. Not that I was having a bad day, but now it's a good day. I was gonna say really good day, but we have to see after work. Who knows? Who knows what happens at work? But this will at least make the day neutral, even if I have a bad day at work, because we had a good day in Raging Loop. We reformed him. Who's the other werewolves though? I wonder what options they'll give us. I don't think they'll be the same options, right? I mean, this second feast is going to be really important to read people, because the werewolves know who each other are, so we'll see who defends Mamiya. And obviously, just because they defend Mamiya doesn't mean they're werewolves exactly, but... Okay, sorry, I'm back. Right in the middle of a sentence. She got corrupted by the city. Well, she always does that. Yo, okay. Never mind. Gross. My man. Who knows? There might be some people reading this that are into that. The dining hall was sure noisy. Haru-chan even screamed a little. Good vibes, good vibes. With those words, Kanzo-san left. And so we ended up spending an uneventful morning in the dining hall together. I wasn't the only one absentmindedly watching the clock. I wondered if she'd seen anything on her stomach when she checked. I mean, even if she did, it's not like she would announce it or anything. It felt like but she, as a werewolf, wouldn't she have like a dream or whatever about the other two werewolves? So she should know who her teammates were day one, though. I mean, she probably just read off the dreams and she didn't know about the game mechanics at first, though. It felt like she was waiting for the feast to start, which made it seem like she had something to declare. Ooh. The Mamiya gambit. Are we going right into it? Guess if nothing happens, might as well. When Tondo-san returned and declared the start of the feast, I felt like there would be trouble. No one was against it when he said it, but it turned out that the trouble was just delayed. Stop spoiling, bro. Nope. Takumi-san said that instead of drinking from the cup. I mean, some people just don't understand that the spider's goated right now. It is what it is. That could be a real thing, though. Maybe the wolves just didn't kill. Of course he would be the one to suggest that. Yep, I agree. That's the most likely option. Because again, I think all the wolves would just die from corruption, right? That was exactly it. Yeah, so now turned Haru-chan and even Tai-chan had turned hostile last time. That's what I'm thinking too, like, it does change your personality, so I doubt that they just didn't go for the kill. But Mamiya seems normal. It was best to assume that those with the wolf's blessing would accept it and begin the murders. 7% chance. I mean, he's right, but also that's just if everyone was of equal value. Oh wait, he's talking about the yeah. I mean, same thing, right? There are people who are more likely to be targeted, like Yasunada and Kanzo, which I assume the spider protected one of those. He's based. Though he's still more on the wolf side than other people in my book right now. I believe this is something Takumi would say, though, which makes me think he's less likely to be a wolf. Also, I think it should be noted that in most logic games like this, the wolf can't just pass a turn. They have to choose someone to kill. So I don't think they have a choice either way. I don't know how much freedom they have, though. I was luck that Mamiya didn't know her role, honestly. Unless again, Nosato was a wolf. I mean, the Mamiya, Nosato, and Mochi as wolf idea is really not bad, because I was already cooking up Nosato and Mochi as wolves, and if Mamiya did it to spare Nosato, then that's a nice 3-wolf pair if you believe Mamiya already knew she was a wolf instead of just finding out last night. Mochi, was literally you who did that. Everyone stood at Mochi in surprise. It's funny because it's a good argument, but at the end of the day, Nosato would have gotten voted out after the tiebreaker. Mochi didn't save him, so he's literally the most suspect person from that logic. Like, I agree with his logic. That's why I fucking... that's why I said it, but he's coming with a different conclusion where the logic actually leads to him being more guilty than the rest of the people. Mochi had reached the same conclusion I had. I couldn't tell if he was that sharp or it was just so simple anyone could figure it out. Okay, if you reach the same conclusion he did, Haruaki, how can you not suspect Mochi? I don't get it. It's just like one more step in the theory. Literally. Because again, Nosato would be voted out if he didn't change his vote. Off of him after the tiebreaker. It's smart. It's honestly a great day to hang someone now. Mamiya-san suddenly shouts attracted everyone's attention. And obviously wolves want people hanged, but just not the wolves. True. I think Takamu's innocent. I think he's... Let's just go over ourselves. Unknown, literally unknown, innocent. I'm leaning toward innocent with Tai. Innocent, unknown for me. Maybe wolf, innocent, maybe wolf, innocent, maybe wolf. Unknown. Unknown. But like, I love the spider theory just because it's really funny if Meito was a spider and saved the day. And wolf, confirmed. Then my connections is the Mochi, Nosato, Mamiya. For now. We'll see if anything changes. But to me, she's unknown still, and he's obviously unknown. These two are leaning good, actually. I'll change that to leaning good. But at least Rikato's leaning good. I don't know if Meito's unknown to me. It's just funny. I feel like GME could be a wolf. I don't know. It's just a vibe check. And we did have that theory. Other possible wolf trio, but now it doesn't work actually. Is Tai, Chiemi, and Meito all voting Yoshitsuru for stupid reasons. But now that we know Mamiya is confirmed wolf, then maybe that's not true. Takumi-san looked around and noticed the chill air about him. He noticed that a certain warrior had begun mixing with a certain suspicion. Got hiccups. Yeah. I mean, now, you know, I was against hanging day 1, day 2, you gotta start hanging. It is what it is. I think we reveal Snake and just pray Spider spams protection on us and just let us cook, honestly. Like, if we did a snipe day 1, let me snipe day 2. I'll hit it. I'll hit the target. Don't make us go first though. Make mommy go first. I think the wolves wouldn't let a split happen today too either way anyways. Okay. Thank you, Mamiya. You are funny. Okay. Huh? Okay, funny story. I actually did this in a real game of Mafia, where I was Mafia. Like, it was a later game. I claimed I was the sheriff. I cleared 2 people as innocent because I know who Mafia is and I know they're innocent. And then I claimed one other person who was innocent as Mafia. And then the other person's like, wait, I'm the sheriff who I claimed. But then I made the argument, oh, he's just calling himself the sheriff because he got called off by me, the real sheriff. And then they believed me after some arguing. We killed them, we killed like the last person, and then wolves, or the mafia just won. So I've made this play before. It does take a little bit of finesse, though I respect it from Mamiya.
本当ですか？昨日調べたらちゃんと印があったって言うんですか？
Though I will say, we are on the back foot now that she's starting off. She's starting off as Snake first.
そうよ。だからきちんと蛇のカゴで一人の正体を調べたわよ。
And here's the thing. I wonder if this would play out exactly the same if we were Snake and we investigated someone else. Would she still do the same play? There's no way.
しかし、だからといって今明かすのは危険ではないのかね。
She's gaming
蛇の
though.
カゴは極
I
めて
respect
重
it.
要な。
それを踏まえても開示するべき結果が得られたので話してるんですよ。
We'll see what she does. I mean, if she's bad at gaming, she would try to clear a fellow werewolf as a villager. If she's good, she would just clear someone that's innocent for sure.
山脇多江さんは
Nah. Okay. That's bad. That's bad. I feel like as a snake. Okay, listen. Pro gamer who's been calling some really good shots through this playthrough. If you're gonna fake being a snake or a sheriff, you gotta go for innocent is innocent. You gotta go for an innocent play first. Namely, I wouldn't even try this play when there's a lot of people around still, because it's a little rough. It's more of a late game play, but she's kind of forced to, because she's probably down to hanged. She's down to hanged without it. But I think calling someone a wolf as a fake sheriff / snake is just it's too much. Especially like if there's a slight chance that Ty actually has another guardian, aka Spider or Crow, then it's really a blunder. The mood of the feast suddenly did a complete 180.
こやつは狼。あんたが狼だって言ってるのよ。こっちは。
Of course, this could be the hugest brain play ever, where she actually called a fellow wolf a wolf. But I doubt it, right? They screamed and were about to charge at each other. The others had to hold them back. Or it could be option 3, where obviously she is a wolf, but she's trying to sell out her other wolves just because she doesn't want to play the game. That would be funny. A strange fervor filled the small hall. I was getting really uncomfortable here. What a fucked up day. We have to do it. I think we have to go now. Fat chat. This is just standard play, Mamiya. Yeah. The fact that no one died either, because when it's a little late game and you're doing you're a mafia / werewolf and you're making the sheriff / snake play, there's also a good chance that the real sheriff / snake already died, because obviously their roles don't get revealed when they either die by wolf or hanging. So there's like a chance you won't get a counterclaim if you do this late game. But this is, yeah, it's too aggressive, I think. I don't know what she should have done, though. I mean, she was pretty much screwed since we already investigated her. What was my best option here? Since I was the real snake, she was definitely a fake who was clearly talking with ill intent. That meant I had to out myself. Otherwise, she would take control of the situation. That was the right thing to do. Okay, no option. Yeah, I don't think we should stay silent. It would be bad. The right way to go about it. I knew that well. But I couldn't help but feel that I was in an extremely difficult situation here. It's awkward. Yeah, it's awkward, because then it's like, who do they trust more? I'm gonna reveal. I think that's fine. I think it's fine if we reveal now. Because then what's our defense going to be when they go to us and we're like, oh, I just didn't have anything written, I don't really have any insight, then even if they don't want to hang tie, they might just hang us anyways. It's definitely the time to reveal and hope Spider spam protects us. Reveal! Now isn't the time to rely on baseless intuition. Trust my brain. Trust my intuition, not yours, Haruaki, okay? I'm the commander here. If I type silent now and try to come out as a snake later, I couldn't expect my words to hold much weight, yeah. The only argument is we don't want to reveal snake right now just so we don't get targeted. It's a spider doesn't protect us, but I think we just gotta go and hope the spider does its job. It was okay given the situation. I was sure I could get people to believe me over Mamiya. Yeah, that's inherently good because no one really likes Mamiya that much anyways. I think it's kind of easy to win.
すみません。
At that moment, I became the target of everyone's attention. I felt like they were boring holes into me.
僕がヘビです。
なんですって？
Unlucky. Sorry, wolves.
不妻子さんがヘビの加護者を名乗られました。他にはいませんか
3人名乗り出る可能性はあるのかね
This would also be a huge brain play if me and Mamiya were both wolves, and even if I get Mamiya killed, people would just believe we're the snake. But again, it doesn't really work day one, because then the real snake would be like, what the fuck's happening, dude? They would have to step up. But then I guess that gives the wolves to kill the real snake, because then the spider's like, okay, even if they hanged one of the fate snakes, who the fuck do I protect?
ないと思いますが、念のためです。おられませんか
Meiko suddenly raises her hand. No. As expected, no one stepped up.
あなたが狼ね。みんなわかってる？今狼が2人も明らかにな
Oh
ってるわ。
no, Mamiya, I'm sorry. It's not your loop. Even though we saved you, you're destined to die anyways. Unlucky. Mamiya-san's outburst was also expected. She spent some time ranting afterwards, but piped down after Kanzo Santoro just shut her mouth.
どっちかが本物だってのは間違いないんだよな。
Yeah.
そう思うけど。ちなみに不妻子さんはヘビとして昨日誰を調べられたんですか
Alright. I know this is gonna sound suspicious, but I actually did look into Mamiya. It kind of sucks because it sounds suspicious, but
間宮さんを調べていたんです。
the house stirred with a bit of commotion.
で、狼だってわけ？
You are.
ええ。残念ながら。
I mean, the good thing is if we survive next night and the crow doesn't die from wolf attack, then we can hard confirm that they were a wolf and then we're the real snake and then we'll get like guaranteed protection, right?
聞いた？私が名乗った後に私を名指しで狼呼ばわりって不自然にも程があるでしょ？
やかましいわ。あんたが偽物である以上は、あのお兄ちゃんが本物よね。
At least we got Ty's guaranteed side. Like she's on our side at least for sure. That's good. That carries some weight probably.
じゃあなんで最初の一人が記者だったんだよ。もっと大事なやついただろうがよ。
Okay, so just to repeat my reasoning, the fact that Mamiya claimed she never checked her stomach means that for the whole feast you really couldn't read her, because even if she was a wolf, like obviously she was acting very town-like in the first feast, but since she didn't check her stomach, if she was a wolf, then it would be real, like you can't read her at all. She was like a total unknown, right? So I think she was one of the safer people to investigate. And then my other ones I really wanted to check out were Meiko, even though he thinks she's a spider, and this guy, just because you can't really communicate with him because she's a child and he's like a really old guy that doesn't understand anything. So I think the best is to get rid of the unknowns, like the hard unknowns here. And then since we only had the choice between her, Nosato, and Takumi, I thought she was more sus than those two, or more important to investigate. I don't know what Haruaki's reasoning is gonna be, but that was my reasoning, at least. They were like the prime targets for me.
外来者ゆえに立場が悪くなることもあるかと思って。
He just wanted to confirm that, like, okay, next feast, we're either us or Mamiya were gonna get hanged if there was like no cover. So if she was just a normal villager, he wanted to protect her, I guess. Which isn't bad logic in itself, I guess. That's actually a pretty good reasoning. Stat that on top of mine, and it's actually the best target to investigate.
というかお姉ちゃん的にもタエバーを選ぶ理由はなかったしな。
Thank you, Mochi.
最初の一回なんてそんなもんじゃない？
That's true. I mean, let's hear her reasoning. I don't really see a good reason to investigate Tai, but that's just because we have backstory. Like, she was the wolf the first loop, so... And she was acting pretty different this time, I thought. The reception to my claim was rather dicey. There were those who believed me and those who doubted me from the start and still did. It didn't feel like I changed anyone's mind. That's dumb, but okay.
どうするのよこれ。
そんなに悲観するところじゃない。少なくとも判断の材料は十分に出てる。
Mamiya vs.
差し当たっ
Tai.
ては
Mamiya dies. Crow confirms. That's the best case scenario. Or even if they don't believe us and go with Mamiya, Tai dies, Crow confirms she was villager, Mamiya dies next night.
記者と兄ちゃんとタエバーを順番にくくる。
Holy based. Why me before? I mean, fine. Wait, what? No, this is fine if he wants to think this, and then we just have the Crow confirm. If the Crow comes out tomorrow, because there's no reason for a Crow to hide, really, and save us, then we're fine. Wait, what? A dumbfounded silence dominated the hall for a few seconds as everyone struggled to process what he said. I get it, like, but it's such a slow play. But he's saying basically this covers all bases.
いや、なんでなん
But
だよ
obviously
おや
there's
すみ
gonna be new information tomorrow, so.
狼はくくらねばならん。
ちょっと待ってください。証拠はともかく、現状で誰が一番怪しいかは一目瞭然。
He doesn't say me?
人となりで判じるとやられる。
He wasn't exactly wrong. On the other hand, yeah, I mean, it made sense. It just depends who do you want to hang, Mami or Haruaki first. Tai obviously would go last in the equation. On the other hand, my nature was suspicious, so I felt like a strong, unbiased doubt toward me. It wasn't fair to base it on doubt, on double standards, but the people of Yasumizu would just look at me the same way as Mamiya if I complained about that.
牧島勘三さん、質問です。あなたがおっしゃるのは、怪しいものはくくるであって、名乗り出たカゴ者は皆くくるではないわけですよね。
Yeah, wait, also, the only problem with this is that one of us is guaranteed snake since no one else stepped up, right? So, like, with this logic, you're guaranteed to hang a snake, no? If you just do this and don't change direction.
さもないと、カゴ者は今後一切名乗り出なくなるはずだ。安全が証明された場合は、くくる必要はありませんよね。
じゃが今は。
そうですね。今は皆怪しいというところかと思います。だからこそ、今怪しい3人はまだくくらなくてもいいはずです。
僕も賛成です。
Just talk. Talk first.
あと何回かカゴを使ってもらう。
No, 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 no. Guys, this is so easy. They don't see the play. I just, because hanging people is like, it's hard, right? But the play is, if I was from an outside perspective, if I was just one of these guys, hang one of them, whoever you think's more suspicious. Crow comes out tomorrow, sees if one of them is villager or wolf, and then just hang. And if they were a villager, just hang the other snake guaranteed. It's a guaranteed kill. You don't even need to put Tai in the equation. You just have to hang one of the two, and Crow come out. Now, sure, the wolves can probably play an angle at that, but we just have to handle that when that happens, right? Because the wolves can kind of counter that, but still, it's fine. But then we know, like, if a fake Crow says, oh, Mamiya was villager, hanged us, then we know that they're a wolf. And if we can talk our way out of it, then it's good for us. As another trencher was reliable, he jumped to the conclusion I was going to make ahead of time and told everyone, increasing its credibility more than I could have. I see what they're saying though. I don't think we should keep her alive just for that. Then we're just not gonna hang someone today? Seems a little silly. Kendo-san didn't look satisfied, but it didn't seem he could find solid grounds to argue.
おい、兄貴。 結局どうすんだよ。
No,
ババア
no.
に票入れときゃいいのか。
むしろタイバーにも入れない。それで今日以降
This is
久石さん
weird.
と間宮さんには引き続き
I get the logic, but I think my play is like it's faster.
誰か調べるものを皆で決めてしまう手もあるかと思うがね。
Plus, like, what if I snipe 2 wolves in a row? Would they really believe me if I just keep hitting wolves? It kind of looks suspicious, but I am the snipe master at this point.
それも考えたんですが、誰を選ぶかも判断材料に
So we're just blind voting? This is so weird. What if he hit like the crow? Then it's all fucked up.
なるほど。合理的で全員の役に立つ選択をしているか。特定
I
の
guess
ものを不自然にかばう
I'm willing to hear arguments about other people. Like that, it sounds mean, but I don't think I think the old man's still like a pretty good sacrifice vote since he doesn't contribute anything. It just really sucks if he was a guardian.
そういうことです。皆さんにもう少しわかりやすく説明しますね。明日から久石さんと間宮さんは自分だけで選んだ過去の対象の正体をそれぞれ発表して
Will they really like?
それでいつか互いに相矛盾する結果がまた出るはずです。この時に改めて
It's such a weird play. I get it, but like I feel like in a real logic game you play with other people, you would never go for this. You would definitely hang one of them.
例えばタイバーが本当に人だとすれば、タイバーは間宮さんが偽物だとわかるから、正しく間宮さんに投票できる。
そうよ。私は分かっておる。
I guess with this situation too, at least like the spider knows not to protect Tai, and the spider's not gonna kill us ever, because then that would mean Mamiya, or I mean werewolf. The werewolf's not gonna kill Tai or us, so the spider doesn't really need to protect us anymore because of this play. Because if we die or Tai dies in the night, then Mamiya's stunned at hand.
逆にタイバーが狼でも、すでに敵対関係となった間宮さんとは投票でも敵対せざるを得ないわけで、行動を縛ることができる。あえて人側の投票をしてごまかすということができなくなる。そう考えると、タイバーの行動はすでに縛られている。今急いでくくる必要はないんです。
それよりは他に行動を縛られてるやつを増やす方が先。
I don't know if you're gonna vote.
そう。それでその結果、久石さんと間宮さん、どちらが怪しいか確定した時点で、それまでの結果を総ざらいして、
I feel like doing this is gonna get more people killed in the end, sadly,
それで必要
than my
な
way.
改めてくくればいいんじゃないでしょうか。
今の説明で分かったもの
I
が
understand, it's just very different logic than usually do in these games, but it made sense for sure.
はい。
うん、私も分かった。このまま手がかりが増えるのを待つってことですよね。そして
俺はくくるのはやっぱり反対だ。しかし
I'm trying to think who they're gonna hand or who we're gonna
私も
vote
ヤ
for.
スの方針で進めたい。
I'm fine with the Nosata vote, sadly, or Mochi even, or Old Man. Those three are my choices if I had to vote. And I'll vote Mamiya.
そうですね。私もカゴシを名乗る方を
The good thing is, I feel like we have a lot more connections than Mamiya. Like Rikako's probably trusts us. I assume Meiko probably trusts us more. Yoshitsugu probably trusts us a little more. Yasunaka maybe trusts us a little more. Like I feel like we have more trust than Mamiya in general.
しかし、早期に狼の数を減らせば、心理的な圧迫によってミスを誘発することも。
少なくともボンクラ野郎がブツブツ言ってるってのはいい選択ってことなんじゃねえのか。
I wanted to point out how rude that was, but chose to keep quiet after realizing I wasn't in a position to just speak my mind.
おやっさん。
もう
Alright.
取れ。
Let's see what they vote. Kanzo-san probably hadn't changed his mind. But the fact he was letting the vote start meant he wasn't denying that going with the Astronauts plan was logical. I'm just scared of who we're voting out today, though. I don't think we can split the vote, especially now that Mommy is like, her whole game plan has definitely changed since day one. She's actually trying to try to hang someone innocent. So I think it's interesting to see if anyone votes with Mamiya. We can probably deduce some stuff from that. He probably acknowledged that the plan made a certain amount of sense too. He was just too proud to admit it. It wasn't just the players' power relationships and the rationality/validity of their actions that held influence here. It was also their personalities, preferences, and standings. In that respect, politics were a game, and the Feast of the Yomi Purge was politics, meaning the feast was a game of sorts. Anyway, I wouldn't be gathering any votes this round, and neither would Mamiya-san. Or Tai. No, wait. Wasn't this bad? Yeah, it's random voting. That's why I don't think the logic's that great. It's like, it made sense, but you're basically done a random vote again. Which, because day 2 you're supposed to use information. And the only information we have we're not using. Takumi-san raised his own hand. Chimmy hesitated but didn't go for it in the end, leaving him all alone. So he's not voting? The voting began with no regard for my concerns. Who are you voting? Me again? What a messed up old timer. Yo, why is he Adro? Yo, they're based. They don't care about the instructions at all. Maybe we can get Mommy out anyways. At least Kanzo trusts us more than her. As expected, he voted for the most suspicious one there. True. So if we vote for Mamiya, that's a 3-piece. So we have 3 votes. We can definitely just win, but we'll see how others vote. Mamiya-san seemed to have regained some of her cool, though she already had 2 votes. She probably could tell she wouldn't get much more after this. No, dude. Not Meito. He's a Meito hater, man. Especially if she is Spider. We definitely don't want Meito to die then. How is she fishy, bro? She's just vibing. Meito got one more vote. Perhaps it would be best to try to lead things in another direction. After all, I knew she was the only one reliable. I'm not 100% convinced she's Spider, but I still want to save her, because she's Meito, you know? What? Okay. At least Nosato's not downvoted against Ritato. I don't want Ritato out either at this point. I think it'll be hard to mount the votes against them. Okay, recap. 2-1-1. 2-1-1. No, dude. Okay, so he's not gonna vote. And he's not gonna vote Mamiya, so it's just gonna be someone different. Okay. True. Stick with your guns, girl. I don't think that's a great reasoning, but it is true technically. Jimmy's told words filled the hall with an awkward silence. That was proof there were some people out there who knew they couldn't exactly deny what she said. But just as I was wondering how things came to this... No.
派手なパフォーマンスをされたから。
Okay. I think I don't know. Why did Kaori vote Ritato? That makes me a little sus. Yasunada is innocent, so whatever. But she just voted her for no reason.
あれは知恵ねえの後追いだし、考えなしの失策だと思います。
It's so you're voting her because she voted herself? Come on, bro.
不自然というだけで
Yes, Nosato, my number one simp. Let's
い
go.
いのです。
No, you're not
よ
dying.
くはない。あなたは少し自分の命に対して無責任すぎますぞ、リカコさん。
いいではないですか。植松は私一人。望んで死んだところで誰も悲しむものでもない。
I mean, that's depressing.
命くらい無責任に放り出せるものか。
What the?
りっちゃんかっけー。僕はそこまでは言えないや。
Alright, Mochi.
さて
You're
僕の番だ
sus.
けど、
Who does Sato vote for? Chiemi.
おっちゃん出番だよ。
Hmm.
かっこよく飛んでくれい。
何が出番だ貴様。
I mean, it's just a wasted vote because he didn't vote him last time. Or he voted him but then changed his vote. I don't get that. It's a bad vote. The vote was all over the place. Tied with Rikata and Mamiya. I mean, we will vote for Mamiya for 3. We just need to lean off Ritato because I feel like if it gets Ritato versus Mamiya, Ritato might lose if there's another tiebreaker. Meito's not gonna vote Ritato at least, so that's good. Currently, Mamiya-san and Ritato-san were sitting at the top with 2 votes, while Meito, Chimi, Kyonosuke, and I had 1 each. But just when it came to me, it was the youth's turn to vote.
鴨志田に乗っかるわけじゃねえが、野里のボンクラに1票だ。
Nosato?
この場にはいらね
え。私はそこまで言わないけど、投票されたからには逆に入れられても文句は言いませんよね、野里さん。
I feel like Chimi could be a wolf too, just intuition-wise. Mochi, Chimi, Mamiya, maybe? So he's at
と
3.
いうわけで、ちえみの1票もどうぞ。
Man, this would really change our perspective if we actually checked what Nosato was. Though they might not vote for him if we did this whole double snake reveal thing.
私も野里さんでいい。
4?
あなたはもういらない。
Fuck. 4 on Nosato. I mean, we can still swing to Mamiya if Ritato and Meito vote Mamiya. But I don't think they will. Aw, I think you're cooked, bro. With a surge of fortune set to the votes, Kyonosuke had taken the lead. There were just 4 left, including me.
私に
No, Ritato. Stop. Oh, Mamiya just votes for... Oh, Mamiya with the last vote is so rough in this situation. No way they kill my boy like that.
あくまでそのスタンスですか。今日は死にかねませんよ。
No thanks to you.
それでも
Or thanks to you? No
野
thanks to
里
you.
様が
I don't know.
死んでもよいとは
Okay, don't make me choose between Rikato and fucking Nosato, bro.
思いません。
リカコさん。しかし、
This is
リカ
all
コさん
fucked
の
up.
方がよほど死んでよいわけがあるか。
おじい
Who?
ちゃん
Who's old?
あ
Based. Bah away, Meito.
牧島様は狼ではない。
He's just scary.
じゃあ
Mamiya.
おじい
No, okay. We're cooked then. Because there's no way to... Nosato's dead. Unless we vote Ritato. Who has what? 2 votes? No, 3 votes on her. 3, 4. We vote Ritato. Then it's just left to Mamiya to choose. Which is horrible. So I think we just gotta vote Nosato and not let Mamiya choose. Alright. He likes it. What is up with this vote? It's... Brother, she's like... I don't know how old she is. She's like 6 or something. Kyonosuke, she had 4 votes, while Ritato had 3. It's really... Again, I think we just gotta vote Nosato. Sadly. Just because I don't want Mamiya to have a choice. Options were either to consign Kyonosuke to his fate, throw Ritato-san into danger, or vote for someone else entirely and leave Mamiya-san to deal with that dilemma. We can't let her. In other words, leaving it up to a confirmed liar, yeah. No, I couldn't. Yeah, it's just bad. It's just a bad play. Even though I'm not... I mean, in my mind, Nosato's at least a little guilty. At least a little bit, so... I don't hate the vote, at least. I was confident that I had interpreted Ritato-san's actions correctly. So I...
Nosato, Kyonosuke-san ni.
Okay. Sorry, we don't even have a choice. You're cooked, bro. We're not... I mean, maybe he's happy if he had to choose between himself and Ritato. Go out like a man saving his idol.
すみません。僕はあなたが狼だとは思わない。
I kind of believe he's a wolf, but I don't think so anymore. His voting, he voted for Chiemi, which is such like a wasted vote. I feel like the wolves would be more optimized. Which makes me think that definitely someone who voted Nosato is probably a wolf. Like, they probably voted together, right? Who voted who? He voted me. He voted Mamiya. She voted Mamiya. Meito. Ritato. Chiemi. Ritato. Nosato. Herself. Old man. But I feel like Mochi maybe? I don't know. His votes... I don't know. Mamiya-san was the only other one with 2 votes. It doesn't matter. Even if I voted for her, there's no way she'd vote for herself, so trying to put Kyonosuke against her would be pointless. Yeah. However, I knew telling him that wouldn't do him any good.
Rikako-sanを失うわけにはいかなかった。
He probably sympathizes with that. He knew those words were probably the last thing he wanted to hear. Still, I couldn't let that excuse, that reason go unsaid, not when he could understand it too.
そうか。
This made 5 votes. Morally, everyone understood it was the humans who deserved to survive, not the wolves. But in the end, Kyonosuke had been unable to prove his life held more meaning than a wolf who revealed useful information while she's still alive. It sucks, man. Why'd they all vote? Why'd they all... Like, I feel like Yoshitsuru's innocent. Unless, maybe he's a wolf, and he tried to get us to go out that night, to get us killed, but like, that's something he would... Because he went out last night in the first loop, so it makes him look innocent, so I don't know. Haru's just apathetically voting with them. Actually, the fact that Haru's not voting with Yasunaga is really weird to me. That's really weird. Doesn't she just normally vote with Yasunaga? Why didn't she vote Ritato? Okay, she's sus in my book. I think she's sus. She's locked in my sus book for now. That is really weird voting. Currently, like, in my head, the 3 most sus people, obviously Mamiya is a wolf. I think Haru's next. Maybe Chiemi? Chiemi or Mochi or Yoshitsuru. Yoshitsuru is back from being, like, village to being unknown to me. But definitely Haru's more sus out of the Nosato voters. That's weird. Why didn't he vote? She always votes with the Yasunaga. Okay, shut the fuck up. You're... Okay. Okay, that makes Ritato a little more innocent. Honestly, if I was a wolf, I would just vote against Nosato too. Just stick with the whole tribe at this point. God, that is... I love Kanzo, man. he's just right to the point. Bring the fucking rope. We got some lynching to do. Shanai side. I don't know why I was singing Guardians are. We passed through the mist and walked toward the graveyard. 5. Prepare for the feast when the evening mists arrive. Everyone was singing prayer to Shanai. Shanai-san's guardians are... I couldn't tell who had started it or when they did so. 8. Death of the damned Yomibito is the mandate. The sobbing... Who's crying, though? The sobbing midst with the singing made it seem like an old funeral, but it was actually an execution. Rikatro's probably crying. I'd cry too, dude. I always liked Nosato. I feel like he's innocent at this point. So... Painfully, slowly, we walked through the path leading to the cliff next to Saranadra. I was already used to this thanks to all the cleanups. 7. The corrupt Yomibito rise to oppose the mountain. Before I knew it, even Mami-san and I had joined in the singing, creating a perfect unity in the group. My man. Eventually, we reached our destination. It was downhill beyond the trees, wet with dew, in a grass field covered in stone markings, the lives of those who used to live there. Strangely enough, the aged pine tree right at the end could be seen easily despite the mist. As we stopped, so did the sound and emotion. We tried. It was random Nosato dogpiling, because people don't like him. Unlucky. He gave me a glance. I think she's pretty. I'm moving towards village with her too. Don't worry. That was all he said. I didn't actually want to say that. It didn't sound like he simply meant to protect her for the rest of the feast when he said that. He's passing on the simp torch. Aw, man. It does feel like we're developing more with Rikato this route than Shimi anyways, so why not? But the survivors had obligations to honor the dead's last wishes. Oh. She's the one doing the push to hang him? That's crazy amount of dedication to Rikato. I like it. And then, Kyonosuke Nosato's body fell to the bottom of the misty cliff and the hanging rope stopped due to the fatal impact. He let out a horrifying death wail. Congratulations, guys. You killed an innocent dude. Anyways, I think we'll stop here. This is a good spot. Interesting feast. I feel like... I mean, obviously we know who a wolf is. I feel like the most I got out of that was that Haru might be a wolf. If they give me a choice to investigate her this night, I definitely would go Haru. I don't hate a Mochi investigation either. I don't hate a Yoshitsugu one, even though he seems kind of innocent. His vote's just weird, but everyone's votes are kind of fucked up. Really wish we just hung Mamiya, but it is what it is, sadly. Maybe we can correct this route later. I think there was like a moment or two where we could have used a key. Maybe we could save Nosato next time. But I think this guarantees that probably Takumi's also not a wolf. Why is there a big X there? I guess that's when someone dies. Does that always happen? Or is this a dead end? Better not die, dude. Did I just spoil myself? Because it would be a shit wolf play if they killed us. Because then Mamiya auto dies. But I guess they would still get rid of the snake. Anyways. We'll see what happens next time. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And I'll see you back on another raging episode of Raging Loop.